Since makeup can be applied to image and make them more beautiful and more interesting, that means adjustments can be made to the structures of these images to make them even more beautiful and interesting. In this tutorial, I'm going to be learning how we can use Liquify in Adobe Photoshop to restructure images to make them more beautiful and more interesting. This is Twisted Creative. Alaribe Emmanuel is my name. If it's your first time on this channel, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, not only by hitting that subscribe button, but also ring that notification bell so that you don't miss any of the next video. Without wasting much time, let's jump into it. So this is the image we are going to be using to introduce the tools in Liquify. So all we have to do is just to go to filter, then go to Liquify, then it's up. So as you can see, you have the photo at the middle, and by the left you see the list and bunch of tools here. So we are going to be looking at them one after the other. So we are going to be starting from the top, which is as it was named, because if you hover around there you will see the name written there, forward warp 2, shortcut W. Then this forward warp 2, you can use it to push up, down, as in you can control with your mouse and push up, down, depending on what you'll be able to do with it and what you want to do with it. Then you can also use it to adjust anywhere you want to adjust. So that is it for that tool. And if you take a look at this right side, you can see the properties and the brush option. The brush option, before you start adjusting, you can just choose the size, and it's good for you to size your brush according to where you want to affect, because it's going to make more sense. Because if you want to affect, let's say if you want to affect the lip, just the lip, it's not good use it to cover the entire face and adjust. You can see it will be affecting the eyes, the nose, and all that. But if you want to do just the lips, you just reduce it to the size whereby it will be like, then you can still use your bracket close and bracket open to increase and reduce. So you can reduce the brush size and make sure you are dealing with the lips alone or the teeth. So that is it for the warp 2, for the forward warp 2. Like here is the size, then here is density. As you can see, you can just move the slider around and see what it will work for you. So this is the pressure. The pressure, like if you apply more pressure, it pushes more. Then if you apply less pressure, it pushes less. So that is pressure, and the rate is not activated. So like here now, you will be able to know what the forward warp 2 will be able to do. Like as you can see, so I'm holding my left click and holding down my left click, and I'm pulling it to the direction I wish I could. So that is it for the forward warp 2. Then the next one is a kind of undo, as in like to reverse, but it's still going to be where the area you don't want that effect. Let's say if we take this one now, like as you can see, is reconstruction 2. Reconstruction, that is, it will be taking it back to its original state. Like this head, if I just click on it, you see it go back to normal. So that is just it for that. And you can also adjust the size of the brush here, then the density, then the pressure. That is just it. So the next one is smooth tool. This tool, let's pick it up, and like as you can see, adjustment has been made on the hand. Or let me say, if I take this forward warp tool and do something here, let me reduce the size and do something here like this. Let's say I want this arm to be a little bigger. Then I did something like this. Then if you take a look at the line here, it's not smooth. it's not smooth. So I have to pick up the smooth tool and run it around it, and you can see it becomes smooth. So that is the smooth tool. Like let's say, let's make another example here and say let's pull this place and pull this place. So you have all these places lifted up and you want them to be on a very smooth track. Then you just take the smooth tool and reduce the size, and so that is the smooth tool for you. Then you can also adjust the size here, the brush size and the density, then the pressure. Then in this tool, the rate is also activated, so you can just play with them and see what they will do for you. So the next one is the clockwise. Clockwise, like let's say if you take this tool now and taking a look at the girl's face, the model's face, you can just click it a little. You notice something happened there, but depending on the angle of your camera, because most of those cameras are kind of wide angle, they distort your image, but I don't always use this for most of my job. So that is the tool. Then you can also go to your reconstruction tool and use it to correct the place if you don't want that effect. Then the next one is the poker tool. Poker tool. So let's pick it up and see what it can do. The poker tool is, let's go inside and see, like the lips here. If you feel the lip move too forward, you can just click it down to reduce the size. So is it not interesting? So the next thing you can do, you can use it to reduce the eyes. Just a click and a click, you reduce the size of the eyes depending on what you want to use it for. Then the next thing we can also say, okay, let's say the breast can reduce. That is a pocket tool. So the next thing we are going to be looking at, you can see, go to the reconstruction tool and take them back to their normal states. You can just take every year back to its normal states. So we have the image like this, original. Then the next one is like the opposite of the poker tool. The opposite of the poker tool, which is the bloat tool. The bloat tool, you can use it to, when you are blowing a balloon. So that is how it works. Let's see what happens to this. Not interesting. Okay, as you can see, go to the lips and say let's do the same thing and blow the lip up. You can see the lip coming up. Then go and blow the eye up. You can see the eyes coming up, but it does change the identity of the person, but it depends on what you are going for. So Photoshop is a kind of software you can really try to master and see what you will be getting from it. So it is very, very interesting. So the next thing we are going to be looking at is the push left tool. Push left tool. So this thing, you can use it to push to direction of which, if you want this image, the face to be short, or you want it to be facing up, you want it to be facing down. So you can just move right to take it up, move left to bring it down, then move up to take it left or right, up and down to take it left or right. It's just like opposites. So we have the image like this. If you take a look at it, it seems like nothing has happened, but if you go to see the before and after, this is the before, this is the after, this is before, this is after. So there are a lot of changes on it. So we can just go back to the reconstruction tool and send our image back to normal. So I think the next one is freeze tool. This next one is freeze mask tool. Freeze mask tool. You use this tool to create a mask whereby you don't want placed effect on that particular area. So you have to make selection of that part and make your adjustments. Like if I say I want to adjust this clothes, and let's say I want to make adjustments here, I can just pick it up and paint up the arm, the hands like this. So here is the mask, and what I actually want to adjust is the hips and the waist. So I can go to my forward warp tool and pull all these places up. As you can see, the hand is not affected, so that is why is. But originally, like if you go to this other hand and try to do that the same thing, you can see the hand is being carried along. So the effect of this now is showing that it cannot move the masked area. So that is the freeze tool. The freeze tool, you can use it to freeze particular areas you don't want your effect to affect. Then for you to remove this frozen area, this mask, you can just use your Tor mask tool to wipe it up. Then it's gone. So you can now make your adjustments on the hand and others. So that is it. Then the next one is just like the eraser, then which is the Tor mask tool, and then the other one is face tool. But for this image, the face is detected, it's showing selected face 1. But in a situation whereby face is not detected, that means you will not see this face 1 here, and you will see all these things graded out. So we are going to be looking at this later. You can actually adjust, like if you check the eyes here, you see left eye here, you see right eye, you see left eye, you see the lips, you see the nose, So you can just drag all these things around, all these sliders around, to see which you want to correct and which you don't want to correct. But if you want to correct both of them at the same time, you can click on this link and you can adjust one of them, the other one goes along with it. So that is it for the introduction of the tools. As you can see, this is a hand tool. You can actually zoom in and move it around with the hand tool, and the other one is zoom. You can use it to zoom in, and you can also zoom out. So that is it for the introduction of the tool. And the next thing we are going to be doing now, we are going to carefully and kind of try and see what we'll be able to generate from each of these images. So we are going to be starting. Let's hit OK on this and go to this next image. We are going to be fast in this because I've already introduced it to you. Have the tools now, you know what to do with them. Okay, so let's go. What I'm going to do is just, first of all, I can select this image, convert it to smart object, convert to smart filter, and hit OK. Why we convert to smart filter? So that we can readjust later in case we make mistake and want to go back and redo some things or undo some things. We can add more or remove in the Liquify state. So right now we have changed and we have converted it to smart object. We have to go to filter and go to Liquify. Then we have to grab our forward warp tool. I'm not going to do too much here. I'm just going to increase the size of my brush, and what I want to do here is it's not funny, but let's just see. It's not funny, so I have to push. Like my pressure here is low, let me just increase it and increase the density, and let's just make it fast. So what I will not be doing it so well, but based on time is not our friend, so we can just kind of do it very fast, and you can see that something is happening here. So I don't know I don't know what you think about this. So let's check the preview. Like, as you can see here, you can see the preview here. If you check it off and check it on, you see something has happened here. Look at, this is before and this is after. Is it not so simple? All right, let's just take a look at somewhere else on this and say, okay, let's go. After trying to see your preview off and on, if you go back to this place and try to use your space bar, you'll notice that is still working on the preview off and on. So what you have to do, just click on the image, right click on the image, you are good to go. You can have your hand tool back that can make you pull it around. Then if you take a look at this, a lot of difference has been added to this image. So let's see, the next tool we can use this, let's use we can use this bloat tool. Let's use bloat tool here, like I did in the first example. Let's just say, click, click, click. You see what is going on there. So let me just say like this. So this is before, this is after, this is before, this is after. Let me take it very close, very close. This is before, this is after, this is before, this is after. It's a massive difference. Okay, I think for this, we think we'll be okay to go with this image like this, because we are not going to spend much time. It's up to you. Just pick up an image and start doing whatever you like to do with it. After all, you are not going to destroy your image. So let's hit OK for this image. Then the next one, so let's go to the other one, which is this. Let's just have fun. So we have this here. Let's first of all convert it to a smart object by going to filter, convert to smart filter, then hit OK. So with this now, we can go to filter, then liquify. So here we are in liquify. So what we have to do, we have to start arranging all these areas. Take our forward warp tool, that's my favorite tool, then we can use it to push in all these areas like so. Let's say, remember, size your brush according to where you want to affect. So we have to push it in like this, push it in. You can see increase and push, push. You can push it in. Then here, let's see before, after, before, after, before, after. Then, like, there's something wrong here. Let's put it on and right click and let go. So have to reduce the brush size here and pull this thing down here. It's a kind of the error including. So we have it like this. Then the next thing we are going to do is to, let's see, use our forward warp tool and increase the size of the brush, then blow it out. You have to be careful because these things are artistical. It's not what to just pick anywhere and drag anywhere. So you have to be mindful of how you do it. In short, just play with it and understand it. You will know what to do. It's up to you. So have it like this. So let's check the front side and see what we can do. Then here we are. Let's say we do this here. Just arrange this place, reduce your brush size and pick it gradually. But I'm so in a hurry because of time. So I think that place is well arranged now. Then we'll go to the stomach and increase the brush size and pull it back. Pull it back. Pull it back. Reduce, pull it back. Pull it back. So you can go to this area and reduce your brush very well and pull it inside. Push it in. Push it in. So here we are. As you can see, a huge difference has been made. Let's just check the before and after. So this is before, this is after, this is before, this is after, this is before, this is after. Then if you say you want to make other adjustments, okay, we still have to let go, right click and have to let go, then use your space bar again and see it very well. Then have to reduce here. As you can see, I think is good to go. So it's a very wonderful way of making photos more interesting. So let's see the before again and after. So this is before and this is after. This is before, this is after. Isn't it interesting? So okay, let's just hit okay for this and we see that it has been applied to the original image. So let's go to the next one and see what we're able to do with this face here. So if you go to filter, liquify, and you just go directly down to the face, then you see if you hover around the face, you will notice some drawings and some selection comes up. So all these things are what I initially said about the face, but we are not going into too much details. But what you have to do around this face area, you can just start adjusting by, can adjust the eye size, left eyes here, then the right eyes, depending on you, depending on what you are looking for and what you are trying to get from it. That is, the height of the eyes can be determined from here. This is the left also. The height of the eyes, you can bring it down if you want. Then this other side, you can just bring it at the right side. Then you can just play with it and do whatever you feel is good for you. So I think this is a kind of twirling thereabouts. So you can just do anything you want to do. Then if you take a look at this, this is the eyes here. Then if you go to the nose, you will see the sliders for the nose. then you can drag it down, make it kind of stretched nose, and can take it back to up and bring it down. So it's all left for you. Just play with it and see what you have, what you can do with it. See the width of the nose, you can adjust it to make it smaller, make it wider. It's all depend on you. So that is it for that. And you go to the mouth and you can adjust for the mouth, and this is the mouth. You can see it's smiling at you. Then if you move this up side, the lip, top lip can be raised and be placed down, can be raised, so depending on you what you want. So lower lips and the entire mouth width, you can increase it by making it smile more, you can reduce it, making the smile to reduce. So that is it. Then if you go to the height, you can move both up and down, leaving the teeth. So what we can do here, if you don't want all these things that you've done, you can just go to reset. If you click reset, everything go back to normal. So like if you have done all this before and you want to keep them, you can keep them. So that is it on how you can use Liquify in Adobe Photoshop to restructure your images and make them look more beautiful and more interesting. If you find it interesting, helpful and useful, give us a like and also leave a comment in the comment section, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you've not done that before, and also ring that notification bell so that you don't miss any of the next video. Thanks for watching today's video, creative people. Keep on creating. Please stay creative. For now, bye. See you in the next video.